Tell Mike Tyson that because he does not give a shit what anyone thinks. He's his own boss. He wants to fight me. He told my team, like, I don't give a shit about this. Like, tell Jake I'm still gonna rip his head off.
Let's do it, Jakey.
Do you really think that you're gonna beat Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey boxing fans, if you're hyped about the upcoming clash between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down Jake Paul's responses to his critics, and we've got some spicy reactions from boxing pros about Iron Mike's skills. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for more epic boxing content.
Wanted to make sure that Mike was healthy. I love and respect Mike, and I was pretty devastated for everyone on the undercard as well. And just this was such an iconic event, but thankfully Mike's okay.
Most boxing fans are pumped for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson's November showdown, but critics have blasted the problem child for fighting a mid-50s Iron Mike. When asked about this on TMZ Sports, Jake Paul didn't hold back.
Tell Mike Tyson that. He does not give a shit what anyone thinks. He's his own boss. He wants to fight me. He told my team, like, I don't give a shit about this. Like, tell Jake I'm still gonna rip his head off and knock him the fuck out, and that this just bought him more time. So tell Mike Tyson not to fight and to chill and see how that goes.
Because he does not give a s what anyone thinks Paul told Babcock on the show. He's his own boss and wants to fight me. He told my team he's still G to rip my head off and knock me the F out. This just bought him more time. So tell Mike Tyson not to fight and see how that goes. Jake Paul shared his initial concerns when he heard about Mike Tyson's incident on the plane. He was worried about the potential cancellation of their fight, but was primarily concerned about Tyson's well-being.
Doing great, and we can still run it at a later date, and that's what I'm focused on now, is just getting to November 15th and still giving people a historic fight.
I was definitely pretty devastated, but wanted to make sure Mike was healthy. Thankfully, Mike's okay and we can still run it at a later date. I'm focused on giving people a historic fight on November 15th. Paul also discussed his training adjustments with the fight being postponed. He mentioned having to pace himself and manage his weight.
And just stay focused on getting better in the gym and being committed to the goal of becoming world champion. I still have a lot of work to do, and that's why I've just stayed training throughout this process, but I'm definitely skinnier already by like 10 pounds. So
Wow.
I'm just going to go back to my normal cruiserweight division weight and stay focused on getting better in the gym. We'll pace it correctly and not overtrain. Timothy Bradley praised Tyson's enduring skills and spirit, emphasizing that age hasn't dulled Tyson's ferocity.
Are you on PEDs? Do you think I would beat KSI in a fight?
Different date, same fate. I'm gonna knock out Jake Paul.
He highlighted Tyson's legendary status and his ability to still pack a punch that can knock anyone out.
Yeah. It looked like an old
I think Mike wants this more than anyone, and if he wants it, then I'm down.
Errol Spence appreciated Jake Paul's dedication, but stressed that Tyson, even in his 50s, is a dangerous opponent. Spence believes Tyson's experience and power make him a formidable challenge for Paul. Andre Berto expressed skepticism about the fight, questioning if it's a fair matchup given Tyson's age, but also acknowledging Tyson's unparalleled experience and technical skills. Joe Rogan, a longtime admirer of Tyson, weighed in on the fight during his podcast. He praised Tyson's recent training videos, noting that Tyson still moves with the speed and power of his younger days. Mike Tyson is a beast. Even at 50, he's a force to be reckoned with. Jake Paul better be prepared because Tyson isn't coming for a friendly spar. Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson is shaping up to be one of the most talked about fights of the year. Despite the critics, both fighters are gearing up for an epic showdown. What do you think about this fight?
Jake admitted that age wouldn't play a big role in the fight, calling Mike Tyson a killer at any age. This surprising admission from Jake shows a rare moment of honesty, acknowledging the power and prowess of Tyson despite the age difference. As if that wasn't enough, the conversation turned to conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
When
go
asked if
back
the
to
fight was
my
rigged,
normal,
Jake firmly stated,
walking
absolutely
around
not.
cruiserweight
That's a federal
division,
crime, Will. Good to know
weight.
Jake's on the right side of the law. But perhaps the most eye-opening part of the conversation was when Logan asked Jake about performance-enhancing drugs. Jake, ever the Joker, quipped that taking Viagra counts. When pressed for a serious answer, he finally said no.
Have you ever rigged any of your fights?
Bro, get a job. don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Jake Paul.
The conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me.
But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible. This guy's gonna come, he's gonna try to hurt me, which I'm accustomed to, and he's gonna be greatly mistaken. I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight, and I think I'm gonna be really, really irritable and nasty.
My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
They wanna fuck with me? When fighting gets you erect, what does that mean? It's orgasmic sometimes.
Something unbelievable to see. To be honest with you, a heavyweight guy moving like a lightweight.
They wanna fuck with me? Jake Paul.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Slip, whip.
Yep.
You whip your butt.
Pass
I
down
think
a
we
bit.
should do that before.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
I'd rather have a few years of glory than a lifetime of obscurity. Yeah. I'd rather die 20 than live to be 60 and be nobody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know Yoda. Yeah. Like, he'd be hobbling around, doing whatever. But when Yoda goes...
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like, you know Yoda. Yeah. Like, he'd be hobbling around, doing whatever. But when Yoda goes to battle, you can't be Yoda. That's his outfit.
The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work, then I go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again.
But if that Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not going to make it. So you have to say, fuck Jake Paul. I like that shit. Yeah.
It was good while it lasted for Jake, okay? It was good while it lasted. It's not gonna last much longer. You're fat, Jake. I saw him with his shirt off over there. He's fat. Did you start training already? He's not gonna win. Look at, he couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How's he gonna knock me out? He didn't knock out Tommy Fury. What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How you gonna knock me out?
And you're apprehensive. And once you're apprehensive, it's over with.
Please promise me you're gonna kick this guy's ass and shut him up, please.
Hey, I'll do just that for you.
He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on.
Even coming off the best, I still think he wins. Coming off,
it's hard to say because you never bet against a 27-year-old
No, I get it.
fighting a 58-year-old.
You know, 60 and over 60 was 30 years ago. Yeah. 60 is very young now. I have a weird personality. I don't think it's weird, though. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Anything I'm afraid of, I confront it, and that's my personality. All of us have adversities in our life. We lose people and everything. But my situation was I want to be up more than anybody in the world want me to be down. So that's why I'm right here talking to him. Because I don't let nobody bring me down. No one can bring me down. They can shoot me, they can put me in prison, but they can't stop me from being the greatest what I do.
People mocked me when I was saying that before, but now I think people are coming around. I say, if this kid was not a YouTuber and you just saw him box, and you saw him knock out former UFC champions, you saw him beat legitimate boxers, you'd go, this kid can fucking fight.
In this world with hormone replacement and vitamins and he does all this electrical muscular stimulation recovery stuff. Like when they were training Mike for that Roy Jones fight, like they were using state-of-the-art science. Yeah. Like I don't give a if you think he's 55 years old. That guy will hurt you.
Right. You can't be Yoda. That's his outfit.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I work my ass off, honey.
Mike now weighs 230 pounds, and he's got these muscles in his forearms. So he's sitting there, and he's a different human. He's so intense that I was like, if this table was closer to him, I would be nervous. Like, I wouldn't be able to do my best job as a podcaster. That's the reason why this table is this width.
Sign the contract, big boy. Come on, sign the contract. still want to fuck with me?
In a stunning display of determination and skill, Mike Tyson is back, fiercely training for his upcoming fight against Jake Paul on July 20th this summer. Despite his age, Tyson's movements in the training video are fluid and powerful, showing no signs of glitching.
I'm losing it, I'm losing fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid man can choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
His breathing is controlled, his timing impeccable, and his ability to tear up his opponent with his boxing skills is simply unbelievable.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
This is from my point of view of grabbing glory. You know, never for money, only glory. I would never risk my health for money. I don't think he's faster than me. I train every day.
So I'll give you guys the answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement, mainly because, as you heard me mention, I know a lot of the people he trains with and I have heard things.
The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work, then I go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again. Now understand this. I have a fight coming up June 20th, okay? Right now, I'm scared to death. But the closer it gets to the fight, the least nervous I become. And once it gets where I step in that ring, then it's all over. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not scared anymore. He's gonna be nervous and scared.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Jake Paul.
The conqueror, no, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me.
But it's wild the amount of people that think Mike actually stands a chance against me.
And the fact that he's willing to fight Tyson, even if Tyson's 57, just the fact that he's willing to actually take a chance at Mike Tyson not being able to do what he used to do. Because that's what he's doing. The gamble is, like...
When fighting gets you erect, what does that mean? It's orgasmic sometimes.
Something unbelievable to see. To be honest with you, a heavyweight guy moving like a lightweight.
There's not a fucking chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watch that fight?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight.
Tyson's footwork is a masterclass in itself, always in and out, making it difficult for his opponents to predict his next move. His right hand comes from nowhere, and it's so fast that you can't get out of the way.
You know, like Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war. Like he was doing this interview, and someone said to him, he goes, "You look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing?" He goes, "I just eat raw meat." He goes, "I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "You're eating raw meat?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "Because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight. I'm going to eat him. It's raw meat." It's a strange conversation to have because he was like so focused and so intense. You know, it was almost hard pulling conversation out of him.
At any time, did you feel afraid?
I'm always afraid when I'm around that guy. Kevin Hart said it best. He goes, "It's like being in a room with a lion." Like even if the lion is like...
And if Mike's okay with that, then I'm okay with that. The battle.
Who do you have your money on? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, Fight fans. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest boxing news. Stay fierce, and we'll see you in the next video.